Welcome to the Unspoken Truth Podcast radio show. I am your host, JB, aka Spoken, and we got my dog.
What up? What's up? It's B-Ham on the mic.
Alright, y'all, we got B-Ham on the mic once again. And if y'all didn't know, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 2-2, and we tap the Los Angeles Rams behind 55-40. Shout out to all my Bucs fans out there. Make them cannons bang right now. Our offense up, our defense rough. Go Bucs, go Bucs. Ain't no other team stopping us. Go Bucs, go Bucs. In the Raymond James, we do our thing. Every time we score, them cannons bang. If you go Bucs, go Bucs. You know the words to that song?
I mean, I was about to stop you right there because you said in Raymond James, and I want to be like, the Bucs ain't been good in Raymond James. But no, that was a sneer. That song used to go though. I mean, I remember in the good days of the Bucs, every playoffs. I can't think of the rapper name, but every playoffs, a new song used to come out.
I'm a Tampa Bay fan and I'm a fool with them. Yeah, that junk gold, bro. That junk gold, man. But hey, man, check it out though, man. The Bucs won 55-40 against the Rams. The Rams were undefeated. Jameis Winston went in 28 for 41, 385 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Ronald Jones 19 carries, 70 yards, 1 touchdown, 3.7 average. Peyton Barber 9 carries, 19 yards, 2.1 average, 1 touchdown. Receiving Chris Godwin, 12 receptions, 172 yards, 14.3 average, 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans 4 receptions, 89 yards, 22.2 average, 1 touchdown. Cameron Brate 3 receptions, 36 yards, 12.0 average, 1 touchdown, and that's pretty much how it all went. And defense, shout out to MJ Stewart, 8 tackles, Carlton Davis 7 tackles, Kevin Mentor 5 tackles, Mike Edwards, and shout out to Levante David, man, with 4 tackles and 1 interception, and Shaquille Barrett 3 tackles, 1 sack and 1 interception, and Jordan Whitehead with 2 tackles and 1 interception. So everybody pretty much done got it in. Special teams still need to step it up. I want to see some kickoff returns and punt returns come back, but that was a dope little game, man. It was a wild game. It reminded me, hey bro, you remember that game a long time ago when the Bucs played the Rams on Monday Night Football a long time ago in December? It was a long time ago when we had Ward, Dunn, Shine King, and we beat them like 38-35.
Yeah, I actually watched that. That was this week. I watched those clips of that game. My dog Stott.
Yeah, man.
Was the king of that game.
Yeah, well, everybody kind of played the role, but now I get you though, man. This game, it didn't remind me of that, but it kind of gave me back some old memories because people don't know the history of the Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but that was when they was the St. Louis Rams. But I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over the court, man. So what you thought about the game, man? Was it a sloppy game? Wait. So first, I just want to start because last week I came in, I was like, the Bucs could potentially be looking at a 1-4, 1-3. So I'm a man of my word, and I said hopefully I'm wrong, and I was wrong. And what I said?
Surprised me yesterday.
And what I said?
I don't know.
I told you Tampa Bay was gonna get that joker. You the one that was over here talking about, nah, I don't know. Hopefully I am wrong. So you did admit that part, but I was the one that had high hopes for the Bucs. So I don't know if y'all Buccaneers fans thought they were gonna pull this off. I said they were gonna pull the joker off. Now we going to New Orleans next week, and we about to tap that ass too.
So my thing with the Bucs is that the reason why I didn't think they were gonna beat these Rams, if you look at the Bucs from the prior 3 games, that 49ers game was straight up ugly. It was ugly for one person, Jameis Winston. He probably lost that game for the Bucs. You go into Carolina, they win. You see New York, they let a lead go. They blow a lead. Field goal kicking, miss a field goal, miss 2 extra points. And you're like, okay, the Bucs are finding any way to lose. And so you think going to a Super Bowl contender for a lot of people on their picks, the Rams. They're undefeated. You're going to LA. You're playing them at home. You're like, okay, the Bucs could probably keep up, but the old Buck ways is just going to make them lose this game. So that was my thinking. When you look at yesterday, the Bucs had a 21-0 lead, and the old Buck ways almost came back to hunt them. It was 48-40 until my big dog, when Gerald McCoy left, and once again, I am not going to be down on Gerald McCoy. He has done a lot for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Man, forget Gerald McCoy, bro. Forget Gerald McCoy. Ain't got no respect for Guy. Guy went on First Take, tried to sell out our team and act like we ain't did much for him. Then he want to act like a little girl because we gave away his number. And now my dog Sue did something that he ain't never did with the Bucs, was take back a whole fumble back to the house. Alright? I don't want to hear it.
But that was what I mean, and that was the point I was getting to. Ndamukong Suh, and when the Bucs signed him this offseason, I told people, I was like, as much that Suh has this, bad stigma with him and his past, he's stepping on players. I personally like players that have attitudes like that, and I'm not saying I like the dirty play because nobody needs to play dirty. In the NFL, but the Bucs need that attitude in the defense. They need that attitude in the locker room. They need somebody that's going to be fierce, a la Warren Sapp, the entire game. And I think the Bucs defense has been missing that these past years. And you can tell the vet and the years of experience that Sue has, and he kind of makes everybody better. And Vita V is playing a lot better. He's slowly coming around. My thing is, taken away from yesterday, is the Bucs D-line is going to be there. When JPP comes back, I can't wait to see how this Bucs, the front of the defense plays. If you imagine when JPP comes back and the year he had last year when it came to sacks, and the way Shaq Barrett is playing now, leading the NFL in sacks already through 4 games, that front can very well be a wrecking force in this NFL, including linebackers. Like you mentioned, Levante David with that big pick yesterday. He's playing good. And we also got to think, our first-round draft pick, Devin White, has not played in 2 games. So once Devin White comes back, I see that front defense playing very well. My only problem, and it's been a concern for the past 3 years, and last week we talked about it, and I said go get Jalen Ramsey. My concern is this Bucs secondary, and I don't think it's going to get any better. I'm sorry. When you look at the secondary, you mentioned the MJ Stewart, the Carlton Davis. Yeah, they got a pick, but how many times did they get blown by? There is no way a quarterback should throw 517 yards for you. That's how many passing yards Jared Goff had yesterday. He just sucked up the field with those 3 interceptions. But if you look at a stat sheet, JB, tell me, if you see a quarterback throws for 517 yards, you're going to think that team won or lost.
I'm going to feel like that they won.
Exactly. So there is no way the Bucs secondary can continue to play as how they're playing, giving up 517 yards. That is my biggest concern for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now. We know the offense is good. Kudos to Jameis. I was hard on him in that San Fran game. Told him that his time could maybe ending in Tampa if he don't turn it around. And I think Jameis has listened to the naysayers, and he's turned it around, although he had that goofy pick 6 yesterday. Luckily,
that was real. That was real goofy, and that could have cost us too.
Yeah. And the thing is,
I'm not mad over one interception though, but I'm sick of his.
I am okay with interceptions.
It's how he throws.
Now, you don't need to throw a pick every. You don't need to throw a pick every game, but that interceptions are part of the game. No quarterback goes a season without throwing a pick. That just happens. Jared Goff had 3 yesterday. So the thing, Jameis has come around. If Jameis Winston plays like how he played yesterday, the Bucs offense is unstoppable. That's why also we had the conversation when Deshaun Jackson decided to get up out of here. I was not mad. I said, kick rocks, leave. You know, I called him me Sean Jackson because he's all about himself. When you look
And
at
you want Jalen Ramsey there?
The thing is, on defense, you don't necessarily you can be a me player on defense. Like, the ball is not coming to you. You need to make stops. So you can be all about yourself on defense. That, to me, being all about yourself with an attitude on defense is what you need, especially when you've proven it. I mean, we can't sit here. Jalen Ramsey has been to the Pro Bowl. Jalen Ramsey is an all-pro player. Jalen Ramsey has an attitude. Jalen Ramsey knows he is that guy on the field, and he is. So, for me, on the defensive side, I don't really care if you have that me persona, as long as it doesn't fade into an environment of that kind of, you know, this black mold growing in the locker room, which I don't think. I think it's only that in Jacksonville because Jalen Ramsey does not get along with the coach. Jalen Ramsey does not get along with other people inside of that Jacksonville Jaguars organization, and I think he also understands he's just ready to go. So, but the Bucs need, going back to the secondary is terrible.
I've been saying this since forever, man. I've been saying this since we started this podcast from day number one, even before you got up on here. I said we good, but that secondary, bro, I don't understand.
And there is no way you could expect to put up, and that was a team record, 55 points. The Bucs are not going to put up 55 points every game.
Nah, well, so, yeah, you're right.
It's going to come to defense, and that secondary, again, we cannot give up 517 passing yards. Like that just cannot happen. And so, because when you look at it now, the Bucs are chasing the Saints. So come next week, that is a first place game. The Saints are 3-1. The Bucs are 2-2. If the Bucs win next week in New Orleans, both teams are 3-2.
Exactly.
That is setting yourself up. And so if the Bucs win the next 2 weeks, they're number one in NFC South. The next two games are against the NFC South opponents, the Saints and the Panthers. You win those two games, you're looking at a 4-2, leading the NFC South no matter which way it goes. And I don't know how long we could have said that in halfway through a season. The Bucs at the top of the division. I don't think we've ever said that in 4, 5, 6 years. So for the Bucs, and I think this is the turning point in the organization. I think Bruce Arians, which, I mean, I wasn't low or high on his hire. I was okay. They're bringing in someone proven. I think Bruce Arians is that change of culture that the Bucs needed, to where you have a coach who understands what it takes to win, and also to understand to keep kind of molding the team up. Because looking at this year from last year, I think every Bucs fan can say the team is better. You know,
including the defense. Yeah. The defense even got better because we wasn't even getting interceptions, bro. We could barely get that shit. So at least we getting interceptions now, even though our secondary ain't all that high. At least we getting interceptions last year.
No, I think players are getting put in the right spot. I think that just goes back to, again, goes back to the GM and his non-talent-wise picking secondary. These draft picks have been a wash. I think that all falls on the front office. The Bucs and the secondary is terrible. It is what it is. I don't think it's terrible. And the next two games, I mean, I don't think the Panthers you have to worry about. Who knows if Cam Newton is back? By then, next week, you're facing a team with Teddy Bridgewater is in there. I still think that is a threat, and I think New Orleans comes out hungry because they barely beat the Cowboys yesterday.
Yeah, they're a threat, bro.
Go ahead.
They're a threat. No, I'm just saying they're a threat.
Yeah, because, I mean, they barely beat the Cowboys yesterday. All their points came off of field goals. So if I'm Sean Payton, I'm telling him I think we're not winning another game with field goals. We're not winning another game 12-10. So, and you got to think about it. If the Saints defense held Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott to 10 points, they're going to be ready for, Jameis Winston and Mike Evans come next week. So, but again, I think this is one of the best Bucs offenses that we've seen in team history. So I am not concerned about the offense. I think, Godwin and Evans have shown they were two duos. What I am concerned about, though, and this is my fellow UCF Knight, Rashad Perryman has been in the dumpster. I thought he was going to come here after, that force out in Cleveland, getting released in Baltimore. I thought he was going to come here and take over that slot position and be the quote-unquote Deshaun Jackson replacement, which is what he kind of was brought here for to replace that spot. But he's been terrible. He got hurt yesterday early, but he's been terrible. He's been probably the biggest disappointment for me on the offensive side of the ball this far has probably been him. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the talent's not there. We all just assumed, and maybe my little bias with him being a UCF Knight, just assumed, just thought he was going to come in wrecking. But my offense is not the biggest concern. I think it's the defense, because when you look at going down the stats, the Bucs have that bend but don't break defense, and it's like, how long can you keep bending? When a quarterback puts up 517 yards, and again, I keep people. Y'all are probably listening to this podcast, and like, damn it, how much is he going to keep saying secondary? And I'm just saying secondary because that is the problem. When you look at stats, Todd Gurley, the All-Pro Todd Gurley, only had 16 rushing yards. So obviously the Bucs can stop the run, and they've stopped the run consistently. When you look at the Bucs stopping Christian McCaffrey, the Bucs stopping Saquon Barkley before he got hurt against the Rams, and then yesterday with Todd Gurley, they can stop the run. It's just the passing that I am worried about. That is the biggest thing that I'm worried about. Is the Bucs secondary. I think they surprised a lot of people. Hell, I woke up again this morning watching the highlights from yesterday. It's almost like a kid on Christmas when the Bucs win, because we're not used to winning.
Yeah, that's true. Man. You pretty much said a mouthful, man. I think we're gonna be all right in New Orleans. I think that Rams win is gonna give us a lot of momentum to go into that Superdome and really let them know. Well, is it the Superdome? Is it Superdome or the Mercedes? The Superdome, right? All right, cool. Well,
yeah,
I think that momentum is gonna give us that push that we need, and I do think that our secondary is gonna tighten up next week. I got a feeling that the secondary, cause come on, man, you can't give up 570 something yards and then not go into next week motivated. Come on, bro, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
If the talent ain't there, you can, and I don't think the talent's there. If your best corner and it's Vernon Hargraves, what is that telling you?
Hey, man, you still can't count Cuz out, man. Remember, he gave us one of our first wins, man. He gave us one of our first wins, bro. You got to get
out, but I'm not counting him out. I'm just saying, if your best corner on paper is Vernon Hargraves, that's not good.
Hey, Bernie, you heard that, Bernie?
I hope Vernon comes around and plays like the number one draft pick that he is, and I think he has the talent. And maybe it is a thing of where in previous years under that garbage Mike Smith defense that he just wasn't put in the right places, and this year under Todd Bowles is maybe taking some games for these corners to come around. I don't know. Let me still hold out hope. We're only 4 games in, but 4 games in. And this is not just me saying it. You can go look at every article, every pundit. Everybody has said that the Bucs have a glaring hole, and that is in the secondary.
All right, so check this out. What do you still see the Bucs record being for the rest of this year? Is your perspective still changing? I'm still saying now. I don't know. I'm still saying it's 10-6.
Yeah, it hasn't changed for me. I was saying 10-6 or 9-7. As much as I want the Bucs to make the playoffs, I don't think they make the playoffs because
Dang, bro, where your spirit at, man?
Because and the only reason why I say that is because it's going to be between us and the Saints when it comes down to it, who wins the NFC South. And I just don't think a 9-7 record gets you in the playoffs in the NFC. Now, if the Bucs win the division at 9-7, then of course they go to the playoffs. But I don't think a 9-7 wins the NFC South. Because you got to think once Drew Brees comes back, the Saints are going to keep rolling.
Hey, check it out, bro. The Bucs going to the conference this year.
Nah. Excuse me?
You heard what I said? The Bucs are going to the conference championship this year.
Are you drinking already?
No, I'm not. I'm not drinking at all. I'm just telling you that that's how much this team that's how much dog we have into this team.
If the Bucs go to the NFC Championship, I will personally fly to wherever they are playing.
Okay, remember that now.
I will buy your ticket.
Oh, you will? Hey,
I will pay. I will pay for your game ticket.
You mean that?
To the NFC Championship game the Bucs are playing. Yes.
You mean that?
Podcast
you mean that?
Right now.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro. The Bucs are going to the NFC Championship this year, bro. It's gonna be a lot of upsets in the NFC this year, and the Bucs won't be one of them. The Bucs, matter of fact, I'm gonna take back 10-6. The Bucs going 11-5 this year.
Okay.
We going 11-5, bro.
If the Bucs go to NFC Championship, I will buy your ticket.
All right, cool.
For us to go watch this game.
I hope you're ready. Hey, bro. Look, the Bucs cannot be doubted. We are really a good team. I think that we can overcome adversity. And I think we spent a lot of time as a collective unit dealing with so much adversity and so much of being slept on, and all that other stuff. And Jameis having a lot to prove. The defense having a lot to prove. Man, that front line of the defense of the defensive unit, that they've improved a lot more just after Gerald McCoy and with Sue sitting right there. We got brand new rookies and everything. We got brand new coaches. Byron Leftwich stepped up his offensive coordinating game, and I think that combo is really, really dangerous between him and Jameis Winston. I see that's a dangerous combo because Byron Leftwich. Shout out to Byron Leftwich. We ain't giving him his credit either. Shout out to Byron yesterday, man. We got a lot to prove, bro.
I hope Byron succeeds. Hell, I hope Todd Bowles succeeds. Definitely because these are two black coaches, black coordinators, and ain't a lot of us left in the league. So I think Byron has done a good job of calling plays. Now, sometimes the Bucs get too conservative, but I'm glad yesterday they kind of kept the foot on the gas. Because again, the Bucs, I hate talking about the secondary, but like the Bucs can't afford to, coast. This ain't the Bucs defense of yesteryear, the old days. But I think the Bucs can get by.
You know what this remind me of?
Again.
You know what this remind me of? This Bucs offense. And yesterday kind of reminded me of how the Rams used to be back in the day. When the Rams used to put up 42 points a game, 38 points a game, and then still give up like 32, 35 points. Because their defense wasn't all that back in the day. Hell, they even put up 50-something points. You could always expect the Rams back in the day with Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, and Torrey Holt to put up like...
The greatest show on turf.
Well, yeah, exactly. They were putting up 40-something, 50-something, high 30 points every goddamn game. But that defense, they could always bank on that defense. They always give up a lot of points. I think that's what the Bucs are turning into. But except for our defense, I would say it's better. It's better. I don't know if it's better or they even, but that's how I see the new age Bucs. They're literally like the old Rams. They can do that. They can put up 40. I even said this before the first podcast. When I did the podcast and I was like, y'all gonna get off our quarterback. The Bucs can easily put up 38, 40-something points a game if they really want to. But we just can't bank on that damn defense because we know the defense gonna have their days. So especially if Jameis is playing the way he's playing, 42 points, 35 points, easy. So yeah, man. I mean, look. Any closing remarks, man? Bucks fan, let them cannons bang, man. Let them cannons bang, bang, bang. We going to the conference championship. Brandon might as well go ahead and get ready to get them tickets ready, bro. Cause we going 11-5 and we going to that conference championship.
Yeah, I mean, so for next, I mean, the only improvement again.
Don't we play the Chiefs this year? Don't we play the Chiefs this year?
I have to look at the Bucks schedule. I can't think of it off the top of my head. While I'm looking though, my two concerns, only concerns I have is, as you brought it, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. This win was big, and I think it is. I think that's been a problem with the Bucks. The Bucks for recent years is the culture, and I think the culture is kind of changing, and I think it's going to take a little bit more. But those are my two concerns: the culture of this Bucks team, because they're not used to winning. So when you're not used to winning, you're used to losing. So you don't know how to lose. And that New York Giants game, the Bucks show they know how to lose. The 49ers game, they show they know how to lose. Yesterday, they almost showed they know how to lose until something kicked in. Coaching from areas like we're not gonna lose this game. Let's put the foot on the gas on the pedal. And they came around. So I think the culture and secondary, those are two things in this next going into the Saints and definitely the Panthers, because these next two games are going to be a test for them. Your division games are always played well and close, and then you have to take a cross-world trip to London to play the Panthers. So it's going to be a stretch for the Bucks, and if they can pull out these next two games, shifting that culture, and either front office makes a move, or these corners just spend day in and day out in this film room and studying, getting better. The Bucks go into a bye week looking at a potential being 4-2 instead of 1-4.
We're supposed to be 3-1.
Yeah, we should be 3-1 right now. Instead of that one and what I said, the Bucks should be 1-3 or one potentially could have been 1-4 going into a bye week. They could be looking at going to a bye week.
And then we play the Titans. We're gonna whoop their ass. We're gonna beat the Titan, and then only thing we gotta worry about is the Seahawks. We can beat the Cardinals. We can beat the Saints. The Saints. We play the Saints and then the Falcons again. Then we play the Jaguars. Then we play the Colts. Then we play the Lions. The Lions, the Lions. They some tough boys. And then the Texans. We played. I don't know. We got a little tough little schedule, man.
Yeah, and I'm not even worried about the Titans. Marcus Mariota has been inconsistent. I mean, he had a good game on Sunday. Not 1-4. I'm sorry, they could have been 1-5. But the Bucks win these next two games and go into a bye week 4-2. You come back looking a week and a half later to play the Titans. That could be a 5-2 game for the Bucks before you play a good team in the Seahawks. So these next couple weeks are going to be big for the Bucks, and then you have after the Seahawks, the Bucks are playing the Cardinals. The Cardinals are trash right now. Who knows though? Kyler Murray may come around by November 10th, but that win yesterday, we can all agree that big win yesterday was very big. And you ain't saying early in the season, these are must-win games, but that win yesterday was definitely
it was a must-win.
Shifter. That was a big momentum shifter for the Bucks yesterday.
Yeah, that would have determined our playoff entrance. Seriously, I think that beating would have determined our playoff entrance. That would have really showed how much dog that would have took the dog out of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like the season would have probably been almost over with, especially going to the Saints, and we would have lost to them. But that's not the reality. We won 55-40. We're going to the Saints. We're gonna beat the Saints. We're gonna beat the Panthers. We're gonna beat the Titans. We're gonna beat the Seahawks. We're gonna beat the Cardinals. We're gonna beat the Saints again. We're gonna beat the Falcons again. We're gonna beat the Jaguars. We're gonna beat the Colts. We're gonna beat the Lions. We're gonna beat the Texans, and we're gonna beat the Falcons. Fuck it. Matter of fact, we ain't losing no more games.
Glad
we ain't losing no more games, bro.
Glad you know.
And we going to the conference championship. So go ahead and get your bags ready. Go ahead and get your money ready. Put your money to the side. Bro, we going to the conference championship to play whoever we need to play. And then we're going to play the Patriots. And then we're going to play the Patriots. And then, you know, it's a coin toss from there. But that's where we coming from. That's where we coming from, bro. But yeah. But yeah, man, Tampa Bay Bucks fan, stand up right now. Let your cannons bang. This your boy JB, aka Spoken. We got my dog B Ham on the line. B Ham, any last closing remarks, man, before we get up out of here?
Yes, sir. To the Jameis naysayers and saying he can't throw a deep ball, hope y'all watched yesterday. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks, man. Go Bucks. Our offense tough, our defense rough. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. Ain't no other team stopping us. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. In the Raymond James. In the Raymond James. In the Raymond James. We do our thing every time we score them cannon bang. Dun, 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 dun. Go Bucks. Go Bucks. We out. We out.